Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Playback Podcast. And today I got 4 of the closest people to me ever in life. I call them friend, I call them brother. And they still tripping. And I'm actually going to keep going. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. I'm going to start on this end.
Hello, everybody. I'm Derrick Hill.
All right, we're going to go to this
Marcus
end.
England.
Okay, right here.
Hey,
You got to talk in your mic.
This is Kevin Dial, everybody.
Hello. I am Joseph Minor. Yep.
Okay.
Sticks and beer.
And I'm literally keeping all that. So what we're doing over the next few months, we're calling it the Legacy Project. The Legacy Project is just a collaborative compilation of people that helped me get to where I am now and some people that inspire me. So I wanted to start it with the most important guys to me that literally helped me get to where I am now. So I'm going to start on this end again. How many years have you been playing?
30 plus years, man.
Dog. How about you? Not sure. He don't know how to count. What about you?
30 plus. Started tapping when I was 5.
30 plus.
So all of y'all are over 30, I'm assuming.
Pretty much.
I'm the youngest one of the bunch.
I got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
If y'all don't care, that's fine.
I call these guys the village, and y'all can already see that this is not going to go smoothly at all. So just prepare yourself for actually a comedy show and not an actual interview. All right, so I'm going to start with Joe. Joe, when was the first time somebody told you or you recognized that you had something concerning music or the drums?
I was 7 years old. I don't know the name of the church, but it was Mr. Andrew Fields. Mr. Andrew Fields gave me my first shot on the drums because I played air drums ever since I could hold sticks. So I played air drums, watching my daddy play, and then one night when I was 7 years old, Mr. Andrew Fields told my dad to put me on the drums. I got on the drums, did what my dad did, and went up from there.
So do you think that's where the interest for drums came from your dad?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
What about you, Katie?
He got it from me.
Yeah. He get it from his mama. Literally. Mama started noticing pots missing out the kitchen. And, you know, that sound and ping ping and the sound of the belt that followed all those ping pings. Kind of laid the foundation. But, you know, on the real, though, you know, I think I was probably 5.5, 6 down at Pine Grove, you know, Barry Hunter.
Yeah.
You know, he was Barry Hunter OG.
Yes,
they don't make him like that no more, but
yes, sir.
he had a way of just putting you in position, you know, just, you know, hey man, come sit up here with me. You know, he saw it in me before I did, and this one day I had to play. He was like, look, you about to play for this candlelight. I'm like, what?
Wow.
And, you know, that was it. Candlelight service.
How old were you then?
I think I was almost 6.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
And that was your first time playing?
Yes, sir. Playing Hold Up the Light.
Wow. And you still remember songs?
Yes, sir.
KD Berry,
Again?
You gonna ask me the question?
No, go ahead. You know the question is Marcus. He wants some kind of special treatment.
I waiting on the question.
Let's go.
Okay, my bad. Pastor Sam Smith. That's who got me interested in playing drums right now. And then later on, there was another guy named Tyrone Miller.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Derrick?
Man, actually, I'm kind of different from everybody.
Okay.
That was me.
I started on tambourine.
Okay.
You know, 5 years old.
Don't do it, Marcus.
So
Joe, don't do it. I'm listening.
So pretty much like KD, you know, beating on couches and pots and pans. You know, grandma. Hey, boy.
Yeah.
Stop beating on my.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I got my first around about 8. Around that time, Frank and HP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
OGs.
man. So
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Shout out to them.
I seen Mr. Frank the other night.
Yeah, I
Shout
did
out.
too.
so that's how I got introduced into that. But believe it or not, drums wasn't even on my mind.
Really?
Seriously.
Wow. Okay, we're going to come back around to that. Anybody has formal training or band or anything? We'll start on this end.
No.
Never been in the band?
Never.
What about you?
Nah.
You?
Dabbled a little bit in the band.
Okay.
I was in the band.
Expertise in the band.
I was in the band.
So y'all read? Y'all
Yes.
Read?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Y'all don't read?
No.
I can't figure it out.
First chair.
You actually got the fifth chair.
Here I got the fifth chair. But I'm talking about in the band, the first chair.
The Bible say the last one. Technically, he first.
So
He saw the best in me.
I got to reel it back in.
That's why his name is KD.
Yeah. Somebody got to feel it back.
Hey, here we go. I'm the youngest, but I'm gonna have to be the oldest today. So first church job. How old were you and where was it? And how much were you getting paid?
Peter Rock Baptist Church. Absolutely nothing.
How old were you?
12.
Wow. You.
Woo.
Piney Grove.
Yeah, Pioneer Grove. I think I was making about 25 a Sunday, I think, or 15,
How
somewhere
old
in
were
there. Ooh. It's like 12, maybe 10 or 12.
Is every ounce going to be, ooh.
Yeah, man, been a long
about you?
time.
First church job. How old were you and what were you
Say it
getting
was
paid?
Flower Mountain.
Oh wow, I forgot about Flower Mountain. Shoot.
Maybe 13 or so. Maybe.
You 13. How much were you making? You remember?
Probably about 25.
25 a week. What about you?
My home church, St. Paul,
Uh-huh.
$25.
So that was the going rate.
Yeah.
25, yeah.
$25.
Are y'all all the same age? I know all y'all older than me. Who's the oldest though?
I'm the oldest.
Joe is the oldest.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you was under KD. Okay.
Now, here's the thing. I got to say this right now.
Go ahead.
I've been holding this. Hey, me and Derrick, actually, seriously, we was not supposed to be drummers because we've been getting in trouble together since we was this big. But, God. Next question.
we appreciate that.
That was a nice testimony.
Don't laugh, Trey.
All right.
Oh, serious.
So we're dealing with church and the politics of church, which we all know exists. Was there ever a time, even at a young age, where you was like, yeah, this is just not for me? When you saw the behind the scenes stuff from church. I'll start with KD, actually.
What, like playing the drums?
Because you saw that it was a business and it was supposed to be ministry also. So at a young age, y'all all started around the same time, 10 to 12 years old. So I'm sure y'all saw some stuff in the ministry or at church that you just was like, man, this is crazy. You know, that you didn't know prior to being on staff. You know what I'm saying? So was there ever a time where you was like, man, I just don't want to do this because this is not what I thought it would be?
Yeah. You know, especially like around, you know, sitting on the drums, you get to see a lot that most folks don't see. So, you know, especially around times like, you know, anniversaries and anniversaries.
Right,
you know, it
Right.
all became about the dollar rather than ministry. And, you know, people kind of got accustomed to knowing, you know, when a certain evangelist or preacher, pastor coming, you like, oh, I ain't coming this time. Well, let me ease on out because this dude just want money.
Yeah, I got
Then
you.
at some point, you know, even being young, you kind of realize, like, I mean, I thought this was about church. You know, you don't know about ministry and all that stuff. They're so young, but you like, why they asking people for money, keep begging people for money, you know?
I get it.
So it just kind of make you wonder, you know?
And you still making the same $25.
Yeah,
I
man.
get it.
Yeah.
Joe, let me ask you this. When did it switch from church to work for you, solely work? Or did it ever?
Honestly, it switched when I was real young because kind of like piggybacking on what KD said, it was like I got my first hurt in church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, cause I love playing drums. And so one night, and of course, I'm gonna say this, I wasn't getting paid, and one of the deacons just walked in the church in front of everybody and was like, you can take your drums home. We don't need you to play here no more.
Wow. How old were you?
Probably like 13.
So let me ask you this. What did that do for you mentally going forward concerning the thought of the church and playing drums?
I'm gonna get my money.
Yeah.
Every time from now on, from that day forward, I did not step foot in the church without getting my check.
So it didn't like sway you from not wanting to play. It just it made you want to handle business.
It was a job. I'm
And
a
that's how you saw it.
So that's my foundation. So all of y'all who really know me, when I come, I'm gonna know my material. I'm gonna play my material to the best of my ability. And hey, I need my money.
Yeah.
Just like going to clock in. When I walk through the door, I'm on the clock. When I leave, I'm off the clock. I need my check.
I get it. Marcus, did it ever switch for you? And if it did, what age did it come? Did it switch from just playing drums to I got to look out for myself?
I mean, I'm a little different when it came to that. Me personally, I don't do it for the cash, for the money, you know, because I feel like I got other things to do to make my money. Yeah. So I've always been a person I was a giving person when it came to the talent. You know, I gave,
your time,
time,
and your gear, and I get it.
So, but I mean, every now and then, you do get those
taking advantage of.
Advantage of, like it's much you give, and no receive.
For sure.
So at some point, you do just back away from the takers.
Yeah, I get it. Did you ever switch? Like, what happened?
I can't really say because I never looked at it as that way. Mine's became more about the service.
I got you.
How's the service? For us the singing, the preaching, the ministry, for us that. But I got fired. Well, they say fired, but let go when I was in New Generation.
Wow.
It didn't bother me any, because hey.
Wow.
That's what it was.
Let's talk about that. Have y'all ever been fired from a church? Joe.
Yeah, I got fired from a church.
Were you young, or was it when you were older?
It was when I was older.
What about you, KD?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Marcus?
Yeah, I did.
You got fired before?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it like the Donald Trump fired? You fired?
No, it was just. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say. Yeah, I got fired.
I think mostly they just be like, well, we need to talk to you.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. We got to let you go.
Yeah.
Are we going in a different direction?
Yeah. Wow.
But like I said, I didn't get that.
You didn't get.
What you
y'all
got?
No.
Okay.
No, seriously. Like, seriously. That's what I said at the beginning. When I was 13 years old, and the deacon just walked in the church in front of everybody. And just like, hey, we don't need you to play here no more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
So I can just take my stuff and go home. Like, I had my own drums there and everything.
Let me ask y'all this before I segue to something else. At a younger age, when y'all all realized that y'all was pretty good, whatever age that was for y'all individually, what was the ultimate dream or aspiration or goal concerning music and drums? I can start with you, Derrick.
Oh man, really just pleasing the artist. That was
let
my
me ask you
goal.
this. When we're younger, we play basketball, football, and we all think we could be a pro, whatever. Was that the aspiration? Like, I want to tour, because some people don't like to tour. I want to be a session drummer. So what was it?
Yeah. When I really, really knew, when I got confirmation from my OGs, I wanted to do that. That's what I wanted to do.
I don't know. I just like helping people.
So it never was a consideration to do the tours in the stadium.
Nah, I mean,
churches.
I'm a 100 guy, so I'm just keep it like this. I've never said I don't think that I'm a bad drummer. I just know my limits as a drummer.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I respect that
Just
too.
Exactly.
Say I want to go
Exactly.
on tour, go play with somebody. Nah, because I don't think I'm capable of doing it. You know, I know I can.
Yeah.
But that's why you here. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Yes, sir.
It's still in the ones
For sure.
that can progress in their mind.
Yeah, we'll get there. What about you?
For me, it was never about that. I mean, maybe for a small moment, but mainly for me, it was just about, just being able to, in front of a crowd, just being able to change the atmosphere. I mean, anybody that know music, once that bass drum and that snare hit,
drums got full control. Yep.
You can shift any atmosphere. So I mean, whether it's church, rock, whatever, it was the main thing for me, just being able to, just be in front of a large crowd and just, have fun and just enjoy the moment,
Connect.
So whatever that progressed to, I was down with it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just no big dream just to, play pro or more or less just see if you can shift the atmosphere and
In whatever setting you in.
and whatever
Just be
setting
the
you
best.
in, and
Yeah.
and along the way, just pass what you got on to somebody and just keep the whole thing moving as like an idea of music, like of ministry or progression. Just kind of don't try to keep it all for yourself.
No. I actually agree and understand what you mean. What about you, Joe?
Man, look, I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do it, man. I don't know. I was in love with it.
Yeah.
I fell in love with them sticks.
Yeah.
And again, I'm gonna say this, like me and Derrick, like that's my brother, man.
Yeah.
Like that was once we started doing it,
Yeah.
that's what we did.
Yeah.
So, man, like, at a young age, I took my bed out of my room and set my drums up,
Yeah, no, I feel you.
and shoot, that's what it was, And so now, hey, I am who I am now.
Yeah.
I never, even to this day though, I never have the feeling that I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I always know that there's room for improvement,
For sure.
even at my age. But I have did some nice things. I've
Yeah.
had some fun.
Yeah, we're gonna talk resumes in just a minute. Let me ask y'all this, because I'm all about giving people their flowers, and I can start with Marcus. Growing up, who were your OGs and the people that you looked up to, but that also gave back to you and then looked out for you?
Number one, Pastor Sam Smith.
Uh-huh.
Number two, Tyrone Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then back in the day, we had I'm a gospel quartet drummer, so
Mm-hmm.
we had Mo, just old school cats, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much HP, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Katie?
Me, piggyback off Marcus, HP, Frank,
Mm-hmm.
Barry Hunter, John Bingman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who else? Well,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was right there with him.
Of course.
Yeah.
They was buddies back then.
Yes, sir.
one of mine too, my bad.
Yes, sir.
It's all good.
Them probably the ones that the most that kind of kept a hand in everything. Just mainly with them guys was about opening your mind. Especially with John and
Mike.
HP and Mike.
Man.
It was all about listening to different kind of music. Then HP and John was more about like, hey man, you need to read some stuff that's gonna make your hands and your mind disconnect, where you got to think about it and try to separate your right from your left.
Yeah.
And them guys put rudiments in my hand and all kind of stuff, man. So I mean, big ups to them.
Yeah. What about you, Derek?
Man, ooh. I can go on and on,
Yeah.
man.
Let's give it
man.
to him, though. This is definitely
Man,
the time.
Like everybody, Frank and HP.
Yes, sir.
Barry.
Mhm.
And that's why
Yes,
when
sir.
he said Barry, man, it's throwback. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Who else? Tommy Reed.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
What?
Tyrone, of course. I done had the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty dope. And believe it or not, Joe and Osa, man.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
when it came us three, it wasn't even about boom boom. When I saw them, man, okay,
Yeah.
I see. Oh, I got people my age, so
Yeah.
man, it just
Let's get together. Make each other better.
yeah, man.
That's what it used to be
yeah,
about. What about you, Joe?
Got to give it up to the GOAT first. My dad,
Yes, sir.
Joe the third. You know what I'm saying? Then the list go down from the same people, because you know how we get down. Barry, John. Hey, I'm gonna tell you though, we all left one name out. Sorrento Hartwell.
Yes, sir.
Sorrento
Man, what?
was the first drummer
Man,
I seen with a foot that fast.
man, what?
He younger than me, and I'm like, dude. Like, and I even at that age when we first met, I had one of the strongest pockets. Like, I could play a pocket all day long, but when he started showing me that foot, I'm like, dude, you got to show me that. You know what I'm saying?
Smith had that little heel
boy.
toe.
Yeah, he played the heel toe. He still do to this day.
Man,
He still play heel
boy.
toe to this day.
I tell him all the time, though. I tell him all the time, boy.
Young legend.
Yep. But
You push me.
yep. And we got Tommy Reed and another OG. Your dad, Trey.
Yes, sir.
Your dad.
sir.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna tell you the lesson your dad showed me one night. I went to church.
Interject. He
Fine.
showed all us how to hold that bass drum at them TC concert when it
Oh,
started
yeah.
sliding.
Man, what?
I know we was all back there sweating over that bass drum. Hi.
Look.
All right, sorry about that. Sorry
No,
about
look.
that.
So I was at the church, and so I had to play behind him, and he said, where your snare and your cymbals at? I ain't bring it. I shouldn't let you play. I like, that was the first time I was like, Mr. Pee Wee, can I please play your stuff? I ain't gonna do it no more, Joe. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But that taught me.
Yeah.
That taught me. So anytime I had to go
Take
play,
your own stuff.
I got my sticks, I got my cymbals, my foot pedal, and my snare.
Hey,
Life lessons.
hey, I got another name. Mandel Wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Man, look at here, man. Man, them Saturday nights and them,
Yes, sir,
man, boy, that Mandel had them.
You knew he was in the house,
Man,
boy.
what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mandel had it, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about he had it. Between him and Sorrento, what?
Oh, let me say this too,
No, you
man.
good. We got
Osa, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Osa, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's my dude, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's our brother.
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we're gonna talk about him and a couple other people that influenced us all a little bit later. But let's switch gears a little bit. Tell me, KD, the most embarrassing moment when playing drums. Because I've been kicked off. People don't understand. They just see me now, but they don't understand. I've been pushed off the drums multiple times. You know what I mean? Like, and that stuff is embarrassing. It don't matter what age you are, or how good you feel like you are or not. That stuff is embarrassing. So what's the most embarrassing moment you had while playing drums?
Oh, man. Yeah. Popeye's chicken.
Wait, what?
What? Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
It just went all over my
Hey,
head.
like for real.
I'm hungry now. Though.
So what's the most embarrassing moment you can remember that you can share with the public?
That I can share with the public?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I mean, it's.
You ever been pushed off?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So back.
You remember who did it? Don't say their name. but you
Nah,
remember.
I'm sure this guy would agree wholeheartedly. So back when I was young in the Gap, you know this cat. Had this cat on the organ, Artist Worthington.
Oh,
One
yeah,
of the
for
Yes,
coldest
sir.
organists.
Yes, sir.
He ran the tight ship.
Yeah.
It was his way or the highway.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, he was all about, enunciation, pronunciation, everything got to be clean, crisp, no junk.
Yeah.
So I messed around and I don't know what happened, but I played something he wasn't feeling, and he right in the middle of, he.
Wow.
Yes, sir. He'll do it in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about he leaned out over that organ.
He'll do it in a
He's
minute.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll
And
do
look
it.
at you with them glasses on it.
He'll do it in a minute.
Yes, sir.
And wasn't scared of you either.
Oh no,
Yeah, he
no,
wasn't scared
no,
of
He
nobody.
put them eyes on you
Yeah.
and stare at you for a good minute
Until you stop.
till you realize. Yeah.
Messing up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Marcus?
I don't even remember it, bro.
You been that good this whole time.
I'm a dog.
Who let the dogs out?
Who actually let him out?
Right.
That's a good darn.
We still don't.
We hear
Back
that, though.
on-
Ain't nobody answered it
Back
yet.
on track. You, Marcus.
Honestly, I done had a few of them. I mean, of course, I was an up and coming drummer, so I done got kicked to the side of multiple times.
Like, does one like stick out to you that you was like, one day I'm
Nah,
gonna be
because
better than this?
because you know what?
Or I want to punch them in their face. Don't say the person's name, but do you remember?
He gone now, my boy Mike Jackson.
He kicked you off.
I love you, bro.
Yeah, we all do.
But with that though, it taught me a whole.
Yeah, for sure. It's a
Whole
lesson.
lesson.
With most, that's what this generation, and I'm talking like I'm older, but I feel like I am.
Yeah.
That's what they don't understand. There was always a lesson in.
Yes,
I got
sir.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, scoot over. I got it.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? Because you're forced to sit there, take that embarrassment, but what did you learn from that situation?
There you go.
Right.
You know what
Right,
I'm saying? And then
right.
them
There you go.
dudes, y'all, hey man, you need to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't never like embarrassment. Like, I'm so much better than you. I'm finna make you feel like you this
Yeah.
big. You know what I'm
About
saying?
bringing you up.
Nah, yeah. What about you, Derrick?
offering time at church during
Wow.
11 o'clock service, man.
Man, that's free time.
Man,
when
exactly.
you
It's
supposed to get
supposed
in.
it's supposed to be free time, right?
Yeah.
But when you see the people in the crowd,
Wow.
now,
That's that
come here,
pressure,
man.
though,
Look,
bro.
look. Come on, man. Let me go
That's
and grab
that
that
pressure,
seat.
man.
Man, it's man.
That's that pressure. That's
Yeah.
man to have a whole church or a whole choir stand looking at you. Man, that is
Man.
that
Oh, yeah.
pressure for real.
But I tell you one thing, it build
For
confidence, man.
Yeah.
It,
sir.
it,
if you allow it to.
yeah, oh yeah. Man.
You know what I'm saying? It can literally break you or make you better. You know, the choice is actually yours.
You know, once you get that pep talk, man, you got to do this.
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah, it make you feel better.
they pep your talk,
For
and
sure.
Yeah.
all right,
For
then you
sure.
just go back again and try it again.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
What about you, Joe?
Once again,
Uh-oh.
your dad.
Dog,
He got me.
Trying to leave great memories.
He got me. Hey, guess what?
he dogging your dad out.
Nah, hey, that's my boy, man. He taught me, man. Same thing, you know. And I learned a lesson back then. If you want to get good, you gotta always be around people that's better than you,
sure.
that you can learn from.
Right.
That's a great
So,
lesson.
Man,
Even
that's
today.
what's
I was
up, man.
playing-
Come on, bro.
The song was Lily in the Valley,
John P. Key?
Yeah.
Okay.
and it was supposed to be there's a boom, just a kick,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the hi hat,
Uh,
and I'm trying. I got a shuffle
yeah,
going.
Yeah,
Hey, get up. That ain't it. Yes, sir.
yeah. right.
You know,
Respect.
Yeah.
hey, I had to do it. You know what I'm saying?
There's a certain way to play certain songs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it taught you, and the fact that you still remember that to this day is crazy. Let me ask y'all a question I don't even have on my card. I'll go back to Joe. What's your biggest weakness drum-wise?
Man, I don't know. Because I try to be ready for everything.
And I mean, even from a physical aspect, and I'm just throwing stuff doubles. Is it like you feel like your left hand could be better? Because people need to hear this kind of
Well,
stuff.
back in the day, me, KD, we used to shed all day on Independence.
Mhm.
Like, we would literally just sit
Mhm.
in the studio of my mama's house and just work Independence. Left hand doing something, right hand doing something, just over and over again. Then we would go to Piney Grove, do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually we started going to Trinity, and we added you to
Yeah.
the crock pot,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So then, you know, that was all that, you know. But
That's
man,
real.
the independence at one point, but like now, I'm pretty good with that independence. So,
and playing with a click, you good with?
oh yeah, yeah.
What about you, Cody?
I mean, I say we all probably, more than we rather admit, have a weakness of just kind of keeping in your own space,
Yeah.
you know, while on the drums. 'Cause I mean, you gotta, when playing for somebody or a group or with somebody, of course you gotta support the artist, do what they want or the choir or whatever,
Right,
but you
right.
still wanna
Do your thing.
get out there a little
Yeah,
bit.
Yeah.
And I guess the main point I'm trying to make is kind of knowing, like, how much of a proportion you should give yourself to shine on what you're trying to do and still make the whole thing look good as a unit. Not try to outshine,
Yeah, no.
the point of the session, whatever it be.
Yeah,
So
for
The
sure.
word is placement.
Yeah.
there you go.
Gotta have our placement.
Yes, sir.
What about you?
I'll probably say that I don't do it. Playing with a click track. I mean, it's something I just don't do.
No, I understand.
So-
I understand.
That's probably my weakness.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Yeah. What about you, Derrick?
Rudiments,
Mm.
rudiments, and that click track. I want to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? It's some I can add to. What I already have. But yeah, rudiments. Like other than them two down there, I think they.
Oh, yeah, for
they
sure.
they man
For sure.
they
For sure.
like watching KD at a young age, man. I'm like, what's going on, bruh?
John
what's-
put that in my hand. He
what-
over at West Monroe Band, man. Just
You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
this guy, he my age, but my wrist ain't going fast.
Right.
So,
Right.
but them rudiments, man. Hey, get them rudiments.
For sure.
Come on.
But
we
look
start-
though,
when
I
we
thought I
start
had
going
him
up
until one night at Pioneer Grove. I messed around and met Joe Minor.
Oh yeah, no, he the man.
Dude,
Man,
I
what?
remember it was some kind of concert or something, and this dude showed up with some black gloves on,
Wow.
and I'm like, why in the world?
Like today?
Who said nigga on that?
No.
Why in the world this dude got black gloves on?
Yeah, we digress.
He walked in with them on, and I'm like, okay,
It was cold outside.
All right.
look, but this cat had the fastest hands
Oh, for
besides John Bingham I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Dude, singles, doubles was so clean and crisp. And I go up to him to introduce myself, and the cat like, dude, man, I ain't never seen nobody foot that fast, man. I know I got the hands, but... and I'm like...
That sounds just like
He said, you know what? We gonna link up.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
from that night on, dude, we was at his mama house, like he say, and just exchanging ideas and just, you know, he pushed me with these, I pushed him
That's
with
dope.
that, and we
That's
just kinda,
dope.
That's what it's about.
That's
though.
super dope
yeah.
right there,
And that's
man.
and my main point for asking y'all, because everybody's been playing 30 plus years, 25 plus years, that y'all still have some weaknesses, and people don't realize it don't matter how long you've been playing. Even as a man, as a drummer, whatever, we still got space to improve.
Right.
Right.
You feel me? Even with that being said, KD, what is your thing? What is your strength when it comes to drums? Whether it's your hand, your foot, your ideas, your placement. What is your thing that KD know he brings to the table every time?
probably just bringing a different perspective, you know, just from my experience of just from a young age, just listening to different music and different, you know, different genres and, you know, different phrasing, you know, because, you know, from a young age, you know, I had HP and John was throwing, and Mike was throwing different things in my brain, like, dude.
And that's 3 different planets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, something that really helped me too, Ronnie Turner Sr.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
discipline all the way,
Yeah,
too.
and he, with the combination of them, you know, they taught me how to, you know, listen for different things, cue off for different things. Then with the combination of that and you know, diving into all these different genres of music, you know, jazz, rock, fusion, you know, symphony. I mean, all this stuff, and then you hear, you know, different cues. You like, well, I can jump in here and come out on that, and people don't think that way.
Right.
So I just,
So interpretation.
yeah.
So you can hear a song that we would play a certain way, but your interpretation be totally different.
Yes,
I
sir.
got you. What about you, Marcus?
my pocket.
That's your thing.
Yes,
That's my
sir.
thing. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Joe.
I'm gonna say this: Derrick and Marcus, they be making me upset sometimes because they don't give themselves enough credit. My bros, man, they clutch. I'm talking when I say they gonna come through in the time of a storm. I'm talking like boom. You know, I done seen
Thank you, bro.
I done seen Derrick countless times, like get a young drummer off the drum, like we used to get done to. Man, look, you gotta feel the groove.
Yeah.
Yep.
He get on there, he'll stick that mug. I'm talking about
Yep.
gorilla glue.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Gorilla
Yes,
glue.
sir.
Big ups to my brother, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But my strength is I still practice to this day, and every time I practice like I'm performing. So I don't never I'm just messing around. I practice like full of sweat, like I'm in a show getting paid the top amount of dollars, you know. And my motto is, I got 2 of them. My motto is Nike, I just do it. And the second one is, if I stay ready, I ain't got to worry about being ready when it's time to do it.
Come on, man.
So, you know.
That's
What about
dope.
you, Derrick? What's your thing? I'm sure we all already know, but go ahead.
Yeah, man. It's just what Joe said, feeling the groove, man, and pretty much playing for the artist. You know what I'm saying? Once I feed off everybody else, you know. Although it is said that we hold it down, but it's pretty much more for me. It's filling off everybody, making sure everybody is A1, not too loud, not this one person loud, not this one. Everybody on the same level, and once the artists and the singers are good, man, it's time to go to work.
Yeah.
It's time to go to work.
All right, let me ask y'all this. I literally just thought about this. Let's make a, you know how you create players on video games? Let's do this. Whose interpretation, whose brain would you pick if you can create a drummer, right? Whose hands, whose feet, whose energy / entertainment. So we got whose interpretation, we'll say placement, interpretation, brain, whose hands, whose feet, and whose energy. And whose professionalism. So we got 5 things.
You got to call that list out.
Okay. so I'm gonna start with Joe. Whose interpretation and brain, like just crazy ideas, would you put on your creative plan?
Trey Wheeler.
No, seriously.
Dead.
Whoa. Cut.
I gotta find a bleep.
Cut.
Thank you.
For real though.
Thank you.
Trey
Good.
Wheeler. Like for real. Like I be listening to you now. I be like, what
Where did that come from?
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Come on, man.
That's
Like
funny. No, thank you, bro. No, seriously. Whose hands would you take?
Tony Roster.
Ooh. Yeah.
Them things still fast.
Yeah.
Whose feet would you take?
Tony Roster.
God dog it. Whose energy, whose entertainment, stage presence would you take?
Eric Moore.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh man.
Whose professionalism would you take?
Man.
Hey,
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
mad at it at all.
That's where the confidence come from.
Cause I mean,
Yeah.
You know
At
you're
the-
gonna be
at
on
the-
time. You
at
know
the
you're
end
gonna
of the
be-
day,
yeah.
that's one thing I stand on. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
It's getting good. Yeah. All right, KD, let's go. Whose brain, whose ideas, and interpretation would you take?
George McCurdy, Spanky.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
It's
That
over.
dude,
That's
the way he
another
Oh
think,
man,
bro.
that's man.
his
He
placement just
that's
off the chart.
yeah.
That's off the world.
I don't know how he think.
Yeah.
That's off the
Nah,
but-
that's something.
That's off.
Yeah.
That's off the
Yeah.
planet thinking, bro.
Hands.
Hands probably, maybe, Tony. But I think Mike Clint.
Wait. Is this anybody?
Yeah,
Anybody.
probably a
Literally.
switch between like Tony Ross and maybe like Mike Clemens,
Go,
maybe
pick one.
Mike Clemens.
Mike Clemens. Who feet?
Feet. Probably I probably would take it's a couple of them. Just one though.
Just one.
Joe. Nah, I probably would take probably
Don't cry. Don't
probably Calvin Rogers.
Oh yeah. And we'll talk about him later. Whose energy, stage presence, delivery would you take? Who you like to watch play, even if you muted the audio?
I'd probably say Aaron Spears.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh,
Who's
man, super.
who's professionalism?
Probably Calvin Rogers.
Got you, Marcus. You ready?
Yeah.
Whose brain interpretation ideas would you take?
Stokely Williams.
Oh yes, sir. Whose hands would you take?
Joe Minor.
Joe Mine.
Yeah.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Joe?
He like me.
Joe. Oh, okay.
Nah, but for real though,
Okay.
real Joe.
Feet.
Sorrento Hardware.
Energy, delivery. You like to watch them play because they're gonna come
Trey
every
Wheeler.
time. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Professionalism.
Trey Wheeler.
Appreciate that, bro. Derrick, whose brain are you taking?
KD, Kevin Dyer.
Wow.
Like seriously.
Hands.
I'll take Joe. I'm being honest. You know, I saw him lean up, but for real, I'm really thinking about this.
Joe
Like, yeah,
Feet.
I'm really
Pick me.
feet. Believe it or not, Dennis Chambers.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man.
forgot about old
Yeah,
Dennis.
yeah. Energy. Who you want to see play? Who you want to see perform?
Jeremy Haynes.
Yes, sir.
Professionalism, discipline. He gonna be there.
Terry Baker.
Oh yes, sir. Shout out to all those guys. Let me ask y'all this: Favorite genre of music? Only pick one.
That's hard, bruh.
Pop.
Gospel, man. That's what we was all rooted in.
Let me go back.
Trey, you can't
Reverse.
do that.
Yeah, that was.
No. I'll make it a little easy. Favorite genre to listen to?
R&B.
You can't
R&B.
do that either. All of it, dog.
No.
I can't.
One.
man,
No.
like, for real.
Because it's gonna get hard for me. One favorite.
All right.
He said Joe.
Go to Derrick.
Favorite.
Go to
Come
Derrick.
on, man.
Quartet, I guess.
Favorite to listen to?
No.
Quartet is his answer. What about you, Derrick? His answer is officially Quartet. What's your answer?
Neo Soul.
Neo Soul. Starting
See,
to hear.
I want that.
Stop. Favorite genre to play? These are actually easy questions. compared
That's
to the
easy
ones
right
that's coming.
Oh man.
And why?
Neo Soul,
Why?
man. It's laid back, but it's groovy at the same time. So man, has a nice feel. It's nothing hard. I mean, it's nothing just in your face, but it's just it's a natural flow.
Yeah.
It's a natural flow to it.
Same thing. Neo Soul.
Why?
Just feel good.
Okay. KD?
Same, because it's natural. It feels good, and there's so much space for
Yeah.
your mind to just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
explore ideas.
Mhm.
And you know when your bars coming, when they not coming, and it just when the verse coming, and I got this little minute to think, this minute to chill. I mean, it's just natural. It just feels good.
Yes, sir.
But to make a point about that, because it's not so fast paced, you got to find a medium placement, taste, discipline. Takes.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the driver in that car. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because you can either overplay it or not give enough at all.
Yes,
So
sir.
you got to find that medium.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What
Yeah.
about you, Joe?
Pop.
Hold your mic up, Joe.
Pop.
Why?
Phrasing.
It's open.
You can lose phrase
Yeah.
throughout the groove, and you ain't gonna never leave the pocket because it's just the phrasing. If you just phrase right,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean that's my answer. I play pop. I love it.
Okay. I'm going to segue and then I'm going to come back to the questions. So the whole purpose of this particular thing, the Legacy Project, was to give flowers to guys that I absolutely respect and love and all that. I have a question for y'all because we all have private conversations, and I tell y'all thank you all the time. But I'm going to start with Joe. Why, when I was 12 and 13, matter of fact, let me go back. Shout out to my dad, of course. Everybody know how I feel about my dad. I don't have to get into all that because I'm not about to cry right now. Shout out to Michael Jackson and shout out to Osaro Kyles. 3 people that ain't here no more, but they have so much to do with me even sitting in this seat right now. So I want to ask y'all individually in front of everybody, what did y'all see when I was 12 and 13 to make y'all literally raise me up in this? And how old am I? 30,
Dude,
32?
Man.
So 20 years. And I've been friends and brothers with y'all literally for 20 years straight. What did y'all see in me then to make y'all do? Y'all know what y'all did. What was it? Because I tell people all the time, especially when I teach clinics and stuff, I didn't see anything in myself. I thought drums was just a fun thing and, a way to connect with my daddy. But y'all was doing it on such a level. I was like, dang, them dudes really good. And I used to be extremely intimidated. Like, especially when Mike came to Truvine. And that's when I met Marcus. And that's when I think he connected almost all of us in a sense.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
We was all following him.
Yeah.
And I think I met all y'all. And it's just been a friendship since. But when y'all used to come, I used to freeze up. You know what I mean? Because it just was an intimidation thing. Them dudes are older, they're better, they got more experience. You know what I'm saying? I remember Marcus used to dog me out because I couldn't do a double for nothing. You know what I mean? Like
And you wore your pants real high too.
I wore my pants high. I used
on
to
the
wear glasses.
last hole on the belt.
And I used to wear a church shoe, a daggone. I mean a Reebok Classic.
Yeah.
I used to carry around a Reebok Classic because I felt like I couldn't play well
With
without
a church shoe.
with a church shoe on. It was weird. But
Man,
again,
I'll take this one.
Okay.
It's on my mind right now. But the thing,
said on the first.
the thing about you though, all seriousness though, man, you know, the thing about you that just made people just gravitate to you was, you know, you was real humble. Then you had a way of, you know, accepting correction without, you know, reading too much into it.
Right.
Then the other thing, you know, you was real thirsty. Then the last I would say, you know, if somebody showed you something or you saw something, the next time you was around,
Yeah.
oh, you better believe
Yeah.
I got that and some.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you had a, you know,
It's the drive, man. It's the
you had a
drive.
drive and like
It's
a
the
pureness
drive.
about you. Like, I mean, just sitting there, even though you didn't want to play, but when you got on,
Mhm.
you didn't play very much, but the sound was different.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
Thank
this
you.
cat, like, this cat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it. You couldn't put no finger on it, but
Yeah.
you like, man, this cat,
He,
dude.
he got the
Then over
juice.
time, you just disappeared for a minute.
Yeah, right.
After all of us
Went to the
fooling
back
with you,
cave.
you disappeared and came out like, okay, dudes.
Yeah.
Everything y'all don't said, everything y'all don't did, blah blah blah. Look, you said look without saying look.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
just and you like, and at that point, I'm like, man, this cat got it.
Wow.
I mean, this cat got it like from the rooter to the tutor. I mean, not missing nothing. And he ain't, you know, boasting about it. Ain't braggadocious. I mean, it's real humble, just pure. Dude, just one of a kind, bro.
Thank you, bro. No, y'all. Well, I'll let Joe. You go ahead and talk, and then I'll say what I need to say.
I said the
No
same
problem.
thing to Trey. I said the same thing to Trey that I say to everybody. You know, we was talking one day at the church at True Fine, and you know, I'm listening to him like, man, you good. And he was like, man, how you do that? Like, bro, if you want to learn, here go my number. Actions speak louder than words. He started coming. We started linking up. Then guess what? Like I said, we add him. Me and KD add him into the gumbo. And I'm talking about, like, when I say late nights
Oh yeah.
podcast,
Man.
I'm talking about meeting at the church at like 8 p.m.
Yeah. Starting
Leaving.
at 8:30. Yeah.
Leaving 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Daylight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm talking about everybody got a drum set. It ain't just somebody play a drum set then you get up.
Yeah.
Like, it's 3 drum sets lined across the church and we in there practicing. I'm talking about,
And they
man.
were teaching me, y'all. By the way, not to interject, they were actually teaching. It wasn't like, show me everything you can do. Let's woo. No, whatever they knew how to do, they gave it to me. Like, they literally, like, just gave me that. So, yeah. That's shedding not supposed to be all the time just trick. No, give somebody something. Give somebody something.
Big facts.
Yeah, it's just chopping everything down. Not doing chops. Let me fix that. You know, when I say chop
bread and
everything
butter.
down, I'm talking
Yeah.
about
Meat and
break it
potatoes.
down
The foundation.
to the foundation, and then once you lay your foundation, then you build on that.
Yeah.
And then once you build on top of the foundation, then you build on top of that part.
Yeah.
And you build on top of that part. So in other words, what we did, we gave him A, B on top of what he already had, and then he just see his way on out of there. Can I get a high five? I did good. He see
All because.
all bec-
when it all boiled down, when it came to the personnel that came around to teach Trey, of course it was Mike that brought us all together.
For sure.
But Mike brought different types of people. I'm
For
a
sure.
pocket
Yeah,
drummer.
yeah.
He's a pocket drummer, but he's
Yeah.
also
Yep.
pocketing everything
Yeah.
else. And all these cats got everything else too. I feel like when you was younger, you had it already. You just needed to see what was out, what Mike was trying to show you
Yeah.
that you needed.
Expose me.
Expose you
to
to
some-
it. You had it.
Yeah. I
I
didn't know nothing
You
but church.
just had to get over the fear of obviously being around other drummers.
For sure.
You know,
They
it's
were
probably
way
better than you.
Yeah,
You know?
y'all were definitely.
You know, so I think, you know, that was it, bro. Like you had it. It was just we was just put in place to show you that you had it.
But these guys hit the nail on everything. It's just the drive. But one thing that stood out to me, I don't know where we was. Me and Lil Runner was playing, of course, and man set up my whole drum set. You know what I'm saying? That's just I guess that's the way of showing we paying dues around here. You know, we've been doing that for the longest, and man, okay, that's one thing, but like these guys saying the wanting, the drive, man, how you do this, how you did that. Listen to one song, that Larry Trotter song, "Leaning on God." He doing one thing, but I show him what was the groove of how it was going. Came back the next time, bam,
Time he got it.
bam.
That's how it is.
So
bro.
man, it's just, and we knew.
Just the fact that you could take in anything, take in what was given to you,
Right.
and put it there, and respect what we gave you.
Right.
For sure. We put it there.
So we knew it was being taken care of. You know, so we had no problems in investing. We had no problem investing in knowing that whatever we put in you, the people that put in us, we put in you. It was being taken care of on the back end.
Wow.
So
No, I asked the question about what you would take from to make your creative player, because I feel like, not to say that I'm amazing or great, but I feel like growing up, that 12-year-old to 15 and a half, I feel like that's what all y'all did. Joe gave me stuff. Literally, like Joe gave me stuff. KD, I took from you, and a couple other people. Osaro, Isanyo, Mike.
Man.
Mike taught me how to
Man, I forgot
actually
about them
learn a
boys.
song. Like, playing around a song, playing at a song is totally different than learning the actual record. Just y'all,
sir.
I can go, that conversation go all day. So I just wanted to say, like, I appreciate publicly, because I tell y'all this literally all the time.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much, because literally, if Mike wouldn't have come around, if he wouldn't have introduced me, I would probably be stuck at some church only on Sundays. You know what I mean? Like, y'all put the drive in me, y'all put the discipline in me, like everything. It's like raising a child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like growing your child up, you give them life lessons. Hey, you don't do that. Hey, we don't do that. We don't hit blah blah blah. Y'all did that to me. You be on time. You look nice. Such and such. You learn how to play the record. But the fact that y'all have stayed the whole 20 years is crazy to me. You know what I mean? So I just want to publicly tell y'all I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Y'all know I love y'all to death. That's why I've always called them the village, because just like it take a village to raise kids, like it's just not one
Facts.
person that can do it. It took y'all to raise me up to where I am, and like literally all my gear that I have to this day has come from one of them. Literally, like I still play iron Cobra foot pedals because he done gave me 3 of them. Well, he didn't give them to me, like I borrowed it, and it just
You never gave it back.
yeah. So
Deaf.
KD, man, I ain't got to talk about them dudes. These dudes, and they looked out, and I literally, it ain't enough words for me to say thank you. I appreciate it. Man, y'all already know how I feel about y'all, but the fact that y'all created a player, y'all created a good human being
Yes,
too, because
sir.
y'all stayed on. We had our fun, and we, did whatever we did.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, y'all held me to a whole nother standard, which I didn't understand at 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? No, you stay in practice. No, you need to work on that double kick. No, KD would literally tell him and Joe, literally, still to this day, you making it harder for yourself. You playing singles, you can be doing such and such stroke roll and all that stuff that they know way more about. Like, they still tell me this at 32 years old. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it, I still listen to all these dudes. They can literally call me and say, man, I saw a video, you wasn't at your best, da-da-da-da. I'm not going to get offended because I didn't play. They didn't play for everybody, too. I don't care nothing about that. But the thing is, you got to be able to listen, not, get all emotional and all that, have that attached to it, because you got to know what these people's hearts are. And I know everybody up here care about me. So I'm going to definitely listen to whatever they got to say. So I said all that to say, I'm sorry. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all to death. My dad loved y'all, and y'all know that.
Oh, yeah.
And he trusted
Oh, yeah.
all y'all with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was plenty of times I was places, clubs and stuff that I was not supposed to be at 14, 15.
Hey, look, Sean.
Man,
I know you're gonna see this.
For
It was
sure.
not me.
Right.
It definitely was me. Hey,
Y'all remember the Blue Monkey?
Yes,
Man.
sir.
We gonna put that on mic.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Most definitely.
Hey.
Most definitely.
y'all.
Yes, sir.
When
Yeah.
I say I lived a full life by the time I was 18,
Yeah.
man.
Man.
So no, like seriously, y'all protected me not only from the weirdness, but y'all literally protected me. Like these dudes didn't let nothing happen to me. People try weird stuff coming up and hating. I ain't have to worry about them because I actually had brothers and family that looked out for me because they saw something I didn't see. So again, thank y'all. I appreciate it. I love y'all to death. And I just want this to be documented that I'm telling y'all publicly. I don't take nothing that y'all did for granted. So thank y'all so much.
Big facts.
Yeah, 100. Hey,
Same here,
just
man.
to piggyback on that, so just to kind of bring it home, you know how like, you know, you hear stories of like, you know, kid making it out the neighborhood, you know, an athlete or a scholar or something, and everybody just kind of pouring into them because they know, hey, this kid or this person gonna be
Yeah.
the one that you know put this small little town, this little city on the map. And I think collectively, you know, I know collectively, you know, all of us kind of just saw like, man, this cat here, he gonna be the one to get out of Monroe and you know
Take it farther.
take it farther and make a name for this place. You know, all us been trying to do. I mean, we all were good at certain things, but you know, you just happen to be coming up, and we all saw the same thing as you at one time. We're like, this gonna be the cat we gonna push on out there. So I mean, it ain't no coincidence that all these opportunities keep coming to you. I mean, that's what you put here for.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, let's move on because the older I get, the more I cry. So let's
Such a
and Joe cry a lot too. All right, I got a couple questions for y'all.
Such a baby.
Let's start with a easy one. Joe, what's your dream gig? Who's your dream artist to play for?
was Whitney Houston.
Oh man.
Is not still. What about you, Katie?
Probably like Michael Jackson. The pop artist Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna move on. Yeah, that's a good. What about you? What about you, Derrick?
Hold up.
Got me crying.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
Is this a live video?
Oh, this gonna be live. Wait. Did he ex? Is he not?
Okay, Derrick. What about you? What's your dream?
I'm
Dream
pretty much Michael Jackson, man. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, man.
What about you, Marcus?
It's always the dead ones.
Honestly,
If there was one artist you could play for, just thinking about it now. Mint Condition?
yeah, it's it.
His favorite.
His favorite, literally. All right, let's go. We got KD, your top 5 drummers.
Top five.
Wait, locally,
No.
national, whatever. I think we
Anybody
should.
you know. No.
We should, man. I like that game.
We got
Somebody
two.
gonna
We
be
got two
butthurt.
separate questions.
Yeah. Okay, we do.
I'm adding this
I
to
almost said
the. I'm
that.
adding this. Marcus way.
KD. Top 5 whoever drummers.
Top 5,
And they don't have to be in order.
like in the world.
Yes.
Top 5, probably. Man, it's hard to do a top 5.
Hey, we got to do it, brother.
Man, that's a big list. I gotta think about that one.
Give me 5.
Give you 5. Ooh, top 5. I'd probably say Joe.
Okay. I just knew that was coming for some reason.
Joe. Said Joe. Oh, that's dope.
Okay.
Shoot, why we just can't pick these 5 right here?
No, man, you trying to deflect. 5 drummers, top of your list.
Top of my list that
Top
I
of
can
your
pull
list. Let's
from,
go.
just the total package.
Yeah.
I probably would say like Dennis Chambers.
Okay.
Maybe like
That's your phone.
Huh?
That's your phone?
Probably mine.
That's your. All right, Dennis Chambers.
I say Dennis Changer, probably like Calvin Rogers, probably maybe like a Buddy Rich or somebody.
Wow.
Oh
Tomorrow.
man. Oh.
Maybe like somebody like Terry Bozzio. I mean,
I actually don't know what that is.
Oh
he
man.
never listen
Oh
to him.
God.
He'll teach you about
Oh, put me
opening
on.
your mind.
Man,
I've never heard
man, when I say symbols everywhere,
Yeah.
Terry Bozzio literally set up 12 bass drums,
Yeah, his
Man.
drum set won't even fit in this
like
room.
20,
like
20
seriously.
tones,
Real talk.
40 something.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, his drum set won't fit in this room.
That's crazy. Well, he rock.
Yes,
He can play, yeah, but he can play anything.
Okay.
Bass drums tonal like high school. They go
Yeah.
from an 8 inch, not 8 inch, from a 14 all the way up to 24.
Oh yeah, he'll crush your mind.
Yeah. You got one more. I'm sorry.
One more. How many I gave you? 3,
4.
4, and one more probably. I probably would pick. No, I can't pick him. Huh? Yes, you can. What you
Joe,
mean?
get off the phone, man. Come on, be professional, bro. You said you professional.
I tell my son to stop calling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One more. Man. Probably somebody like Thomas Pridgeon or somebody.
Oh man, I forgot all about him. Okay.
He was a prodigy at
Oh, he's
Man.
amazing.
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a scholarship to Juilliard.
Yeah.
His mind just.
Same with
Yeah.
Tony Royster too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That dude
man.
started
Yeah.
early. All right,
Yes,
let's go,
sir.
Joe.
All right.
Mike.
Tony Ross,
Okay.
Adrian Bent,
Okay.
Samuko Arvidio.
Okay.
He from Brazil.
Okay.
Not Dennis Chambers.
That was 2, wasn't it? Or was it 3?
I just gave 3.
2 more.
Jim Chapin
Okay.
and Jared Falk.
Wow. Go, Marcus.
Derrick Hill,
Okay.
Trey Wheeler.
Wow.
Can I have more than 5?
Top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Derrick,
5.
Trey. Joe, Stokely, Richard Nash.
Wow. Go, Derrick. Wow.
Dave Recker,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Carter Buford,
Uh-huh.
D. Curry the third.
Jesus. D. Curry whooped
And
my butt.
That's why I
Some
needed.
vicious when I was 13.
That's why I needed more than 5.
Golly, D. Curry. I forgot all about D. Curry.
Calvin, of course,
Yeah.
and
Thought I was Calvin.
Tony Baker, man.
Tony Baker is disciplined. I ain't never seen it before.
Man, it's just.
You'll never-
Okay, let's move on. All right, female and male favorite 5 artists. Any genre, just give me your top 5 artists.
Male and female.
Yeah, same list.
Whitney Houston,
Mm-hmm.
Mike Jackson, Anita Baker, Babyface,
Wow, you got a pretty good list so far.
and Sade.
Man, I just had a conversation. Nah, they gonna hate me if I don't care. I don't like her. I don't like her, and I don't like what's the old boy name? Bald head, dark skin.
Kim.
I don't like neither one of them.
Man,
And she put a record out
Better
every 20 years.
tap in, man. Tap
No,
in.
I've listened to it. She just, you know how people just crazy about it. It's just not my. Everybody I know is a fan of hers. I think I'm the only one that just like.
Man,
nah, I ain't really
that's
fuck.
legendariness right
Yeah.
there, man.
No, for sure.
Is
Go
that
ahead,
word?
Marcus.
Frankie.
Legendariness.
Frank Beverly. What did he say? What did he say?
Nothing. Go.
Frankie Beverly, Big Edition. Whitney. I just had this list in my head just then.
You had no time to think about
I
it.
did.
Condition should have been all of it because that's a group. It's not a case.
Yeah, because he did say 5, then.
You got 2 more.
You say group.
Frankie Beverly, Mid Condition. Who's the other one? Whitney. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Whitney. That's who Joe want to play for.
Man, I say I don't even know it. Babyface
Okay.
was it,
Okay.
and Tony.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Got an even harder question for y'all. Well, no, this is not the hardest one. This kind of easy. Favorite. I'm gonna start with KD.
You didn't ask me.
Man, me.
Oh, actually, about the drummers.
Yeah, you gotta ask
Okay,
him
go
too.
ahead, KD.
They
I'm sorry,
crying
y'all.
about
Top 5,
it. Yeah.
probably Frankie Beverly. Who else? Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh yeah.
Michael Jackson.
What's
group?
nice?
That's a group. Probably Alicia Keys.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Interesting.
She just got
She had
her
a
own
run.
little
She had a
thing,
yeah. She got a lane.
Go with that.
Y'all listen to it.
Who else?
God, dog, boy. You got one more.
Over here on the
Well,
Marcus Way
one more.
podcast.
Probably Kurt Frank.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I didn't even think about it. Everybody up here got ADHD. I'm telling y'all now, I'm gonna have to shut it down just a second.
No, for real. We do.
So child.
Oh, my 5. Let me tell you this right now. Number 1 is my bro, hometown, Mark Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mark Taylor.
Mark Taylor. Then
Taylor
I'm
made.
gonna go with Stephanie Mills.
Nice.
What's the guy name? Golly, I was just listening to him. PJ Morton.
Yeah, I love PJ Morton.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
Anita Baker, of course.
Yeah.
I be wanting to name all mine.
And Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Great list. All y'all had great lists. Joe,
Huh?
favorite non-skip album? An album that you literally don't have to skip any song. You can listen to straight through.
Usher live in Chattanooga.
I skipped that.
Your
You
bad.
skip some songs on
I skipped on that.
there? Okay. Go, Katie.
Anything Michael Jackson.
No.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Name the album that you can listen to beginning to end.
Name the album that's legendariness.
I don't have a one, man. It's many.
You gotta give me one.
Joe.
Oh, you talking about bald head Joe. You said Michael Jackson. Give me one. Thriller.
Yeah,
Off the Wall.
Thriller.
I'll
I'll take
your
Thriller.
favorite album,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Go, Marcus.
Mint Factor.
I already knew that. What about? Yeah, right. What about you, Derrick?
Jay-Z Black Album.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. I got a hard one for y'all, and you gotta answer this. Derrick, favorite song of all time? Let's go.
Go down to Joe.
No. I started on this end. Favorite song of all time. One song that you, if you had to listen to it only for the rest of your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Tell the devil I'm back.
Tell them you back. What about you, Mike?
Brighter day.
Really? Dang. Go ahead, Katie.
Mine probably would be that James Fortune, Sean McLemore, I believe.
I
I mean,
like-
that,
okay.
I
that,
like
that,
that song.
that stay
Oh,
relevant
Yeah,
forever, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Okay,
What about you,
then.
Joe?
DMX.
Do a Keisha.
One more road to cross.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what they really want from it.
Okay.
All right. Let me ask y'all this.
That's a good one, Joe.
It really.
Oh, let's do this. I forgot about this. So you think of in the mind of a tour manager. You can put your own show together. You can intertwine genres, right? So you got a 20-minute opening act, another 20-minute mid-act, or a 30-minute maybe, and then you got a headliner. It can be several genres. So you got an opening for 20, a 30-minute, and then you got the headliner. Marcus, who's your opener? And again, and I'm just putting it can be Shirley Caesar, but it can be it can be anybody on the same thing. You feel me? Go ahead.
Tone be my opener.
Okay. Who's your middle? Who's your 30-minute?
Raheem Devine.
Wow. Who's your headliner? Who gonna put them booties in them seats?
Nick Edition.
Got you. I ain't tripping. KD, who's your opener?
My opener probably be Kurt Franklin.
Kurt Franklin.
Kurt Franklin be my opener.
Okay, who's your middle? Who's your 30-minute?
Probably Frankie Beverly Mays.
Wow. So who's headlining if you have Kurt Franklin?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
Derrick, who's your
can I
opener?
redo mine?
No, you can absolutely
No takesy
Derrick.
backsies.
no refund on them tickets.
I want to redo mine.
Who's
That
your
list was
opener?
legendariness.
My opener,
Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
Yes, sir.
Man,
That's
you
a
can't
crazy.
open with him.
I was about to say, okay, who's your 30-minute?
Prince.
Ooh.
Who's your headliner?
Michael Jackson.
You want to go show up?
Man, you gonna make so many. Them tickets gonna be $3,500 for
I'm telling you.
Hey, they go get sold.
No,
They go get
All
sold.
right, Joe, who's your
Last 2
opener?
hours they gonna show up.
I'm gonna get mine tax time.
Let me see. My opener will be Whitney Houston.
Okay.
My 30-minute act. Man.
Can y'all be quiet over here?
I don't know. My 30-minute act would be Whitney Houston come behind Whitney.
That's a tough opener, though.
Yeah.
When the doors first opened, Whitney Houston
And
sang.
Houston hit the stage right. Then come behind Whitney with New Edition.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a great
okay.
new act. Okay.
Okay.
Headline the whole show. Y'all might not believe this. Y'all might not believe this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Stephanie Mills.
Wow.
I'm
No,
sorry.
she tough.
Not Stephanie Mills. I said her already. Patty LaBelle.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
go.
I actually do believe that.
Let's go.
Let me go back to a drum question right quick because this is supposed to be informative also. KD, what is your dream set and set of cymbals? Your dream kit. If somebody just say, hey, pick whatever you want, custom, give me the brand, give me the tom and kick sizes, and give me what brand of cymbals if you had to stick with one.
Ooh.
Them platinums.
KD already got a dream kit at his house, probably sitting on the coffee table.
Man, my stuff in storage, man.
KD got a D-Dub kit, by the way, y'all.
Yeah, I got a D-Dub kit.
And he's had it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Can we tell the story about the DW kid?
We got to put it out there because you said something earlier. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go
Joe.
ahead.
My foot was broke.
Testify, Joe. Testify. Testify.
Let them use it.
We drove all the way to Alexandria to get that kid.
Yeah.
Me-
River Music.
Sorrento and KD.
Yeah.
So at this time, like, we was all big on Jamie Foxx. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Man, so this one particular scene, Jamie Foxx was sitting in the restaurant, and the waitress came and poured Jamie Foxx some water, and he was like, "No more!" So we went and got the drums. Now, I'm sitting in the back seat, like a 3 or 4, because my foot was broke. So I got my leg up. So we stopped to eat.
At Ryan's.
No, it was Fire Mountain. It was like Ryan's,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah,
Fire
yeah,
Mountain
yeah.
in Alexandria. KD, he did that to that woman. That woman wasted water all over me and Sorrento. And just out of the blue, we didn't even know what was finna happen. We was sitting there eating, and he was like, "No more!" And the woman was like, "Ah!"
She dropped the whole picture. She dropped the whole picture. Come on.
And I jumped up on one leg, and I was like,
My boot.
Wow.
"My boo!"
Wow.
Sorrento
Wow.
just sat there with like,
Of course he did.
she wet my clothes.
Yeah.
But hey, man,
Go
That-
ahead,
That's
KD.
true story.
That's
That's
the
true
kid.
story.
that's the kid.
Perfect
See that?
kit, dream kit, and what size toms and symbols. Let's go for it.
Perfect kit. I mean, it really don't matter, but I probably would. The wood is more important. Probably like something maple or birch, custom, something like that. Then finish anything exotic. You can pick any one of those woods. They all gonna be beautiful. Thumb sizes. Probably
18, 12.
yeah. You need that 8, but
I don't like
as I got older,
I don't like the 8.
I think probably need to start with a 10.
My boy.
Probably 10, 12, 16, 18, and a 20, half thumb.
Oh yeah.
Kick, probably a 22, deep though. Cymbals, man, you gotta have every size cymbal.
What brand symbols?
What brand?
Don't say it.
That's a hard one. Probably like mono or something.
Okay,
You
cool.
know, those, they give you so many different
Yeah,
tones,
they diverse.
man.
Yeah, they
I
definitely
mean, you
diverse.
can get any sound out of those mono cymbals, and they durable.
I heard.
Once you get them good ones, like the Byzantine, may not be pronouncing it right.
They expensive though.
Yeah,
I know what
they're
you're talking
expensive.
about. What about you, Joe? Dream kit.
What is a Byzantine?
It's a
It's a series of symbols.
series of those
Minor
monos.
symbols.
All right, can we keep this my education level? Okay,
Somebody read the phone.
pearl drums.
Of course.
I'm always rock pearl, man. 10, 12, 14, 16, 22-inch bass,
Let me ask you this, Joe. NKD. Floor tones mounted or on legs?
legs.
I would go for mounted because every time you poke a hole into the drum, the tone and the resonant sound it changes. Where it diminishes how long the quality of sound you get. So I probably would take them mounted.
All right. Joe?
I'm going legs.
You gonna put legs
Symbols.
on rack tones?
You talking?
Said he talking to me. What brand symbols you use?
Sabian, man.
Sabians, baby.
Sabian. I'm Sabian all day long.
Yes, sir.
Marcus, go. What brand drum?
Tama,
Okay. What size tone?
12, 14, or 12 and 16.
So just one rack and one floor.
Yeah.
What brand symbols?
I go with Sabian.
What size bass drum?
22.
What size bass drum you got, Joe?
22 all day long.
Derrick?
Yamaha.
Okay. What size tones we doing?
10, 12, and 16.
What brand symbols we using?
Zildjian Dark Custom.
I forgot to ask y'all this. What brand heads are y'all using? Start this way.
Remo.
Sorry to hear that. Go ahead.
Remo or Evans?
Which one?
EQ2.
Remo or Evans? Which one?
Oh, I'll probably take the Evans.
My God.
Remo Pinstripe.
I'm sorry.
Remo.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. I got a
That's the only thing he didn't.
I
do
got a
for me.
question for y'all that I ask every guest that I have. Joe, loyalty or respect? Which one you prefer?
Always.
And why?
Always gonna be respect. Because if you got the respect, the loyalty gonna follow.
Yes, sir.
That takes me to my next. No, seriously. Like I'll bull crap aside. The respect and loyalty is actually something me and KD came up with when we were kids. Watch this. He don't remember this.
I know what you about to say.
BS, NYS.
Mm-hmm.
Break sticks, not your spirit. Hey, that's been our thing since we were kids. Like, it's not about what people see. It's about what we feel when we get behind the kick. So it's always gonna be respect, and the loyalty gonna come with it. Cause just think, all these years we've always respected each other.
For sure. For sure.
So guess what? That just built automatic what?
Yeah.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
Super dope.
So Joe,
I
Joe
did
thinks,
that day for real. Like I'm
you
about to
did.
cry.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna
I
do
think you called to mention. What about you, KD?
Praise God. Praise
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I would say the
Jump
same,
over
man.
Respect.
Yeah, because respect is something you gotta earn it. People just can't give it to you.
For sure.
I mean,
for sure.
people can give you loyalty. They can show up every time you need them to show up, or you can, if you get, for example, if you got a job, you're gonna get a paycheck. You're gonna show up. You're gonna
You're
be loyal
to that job.
But
yeah,
that don't necessarily mean that's something you feel good about, something that you passionate about, or something that you just enjoy doing. So I would say respect.
What about you, Marcus?
I'm gonna say respect.
Why so?
I mean, loyalty is, loyal. I mean, respect. I need you to respect me all the time, even if you're disloyal to me as a friend or whatever the case may be.
Respect got to be there.
But respect got to be there, regardless if we
Kicking it hard or not.
kicking hard or not.
I get it.
You gotta respect.
Nah, I actually agree. What about you, Derrick?
Respect, man. For me to give it, I got to show it. Like KD said, earn my respect.
For sure.
Anything.
Yeah.
So respect is always a plus.
All right, I'm gonna start with KD.
RESPECT.
All right, so we about to end this after this question, y'all.
Wow. This was
I'm having so much fun.
This was fun.
But on a serious note, my last question is, and I'm starting with KD. So after it's all said and done, you up out of here. What do you want people to remember about KD? What is KD's legacy after he gets done with everything?
Like musically or just as a whole,
overall,
just a person.
Yeah. What are they saying about KD? What do they remember about KD?
Probably you can sum it up in one line. Work ethic, second to none. Never settle for less, and always trying to push somebody else to be their best.
Yep, I see that. What about you, Marcus? What is Marcus's legacy? What are we gonna remember? Besides that,
Where else is your ass?
Always cussing in church.
right. Yeah, these were my
That nigga
influences.
taught me how to cuss in church.
Really,
What, we can cuss in here?
Just-
Not get
just-
burned?
We're not going
My
straight
grandma
there.
said we was gonna catch on fire. I did it one time.
Not me.
Just
You got some great influences, man.
as a giver, as a
Yeah.
person that that love everybody.
Yeah, you looked out for everybody
Look
before
out
you
for
looked out for
everybody.
yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
I agree with that one. What about you, Joe? He's shaking over there, y'all. Y'all know what follow.
So you better not cry.
I ain't gonna cry.
Don't you do it?
But let's see. As far as my legacy, man, I'm 100% with everybody at all times. I'm always be real. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yep,
Yep.
I don't care how bad it hurt your feelings
for sure.
or how much you like me afterwards. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. And guess what? You can't do nothing about it. I'm gonna still love you. And next time I see you, we're gonna talk about it some more and keep on moving.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What about you, Derrick?
Oh man, just want to see everybody win.
All because
Always upbeat. Love to see people smile.
For sure.
Just that's it, man. Just he was a good guy.
Yeah, literally. Just he was a good guy.
Petty sometimes, but he's
Yeah,
a
for
good
sure.
guy.
Let me. This is actually the last thing, and we're gonna look there. If you had anything to say to the next generation of drummers, musicians that'll help them the way y'all helped me, what's one key, one point that you give to them? Marcus, you start.
Man, stay humble.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look down on the next person.
Yeah.
Don't, if you there, bring the next person up to you.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
For sure.
And that's, uplift your fellow musicians.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much just it.
Katie.
I probably would say, just piggyback on Marcus, stay humble.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as Joe mentioned earlier, something we came up with a long time ago. I think I had that spray paint on back one of my drums. I did. This little motto. Yeah, Joe got it on his arm. Break sticks, not your spirit. That simply means, no matter how well you progress in this thing called music, or your talent, or your gift, don't never let, the circumstances of that gift, whatever it takes you through, or whoever you meet, don't let any opportunity or circumstance overwhelm you to where, you feel like quitting, or feel like you can't help nobody or receive help.
Wow.
You just keep letting the sticks break. Where they break, that means just keep playing. Never stop playing.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
grow
sir.
through it. And, anything is possible.
Wow, that was great. Derrick.
Be teachable.
Mm-hmm.
Be teachable. Listen. Ask questions.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
No question is a dumb question.
Yeah, exactly. The spirit of competition. Leave it fun. And it's not a competitive thing, as Marcus said. It's a growing thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you got, for example, these four, yeah, we had a spirit of competition,
For
but
sure,
it was
for sure.
it was to raise the level.
Mm-hmm.
It was to raise the level.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
keep the competition fun, excited, and always be teachable and listen to your OGs, man. You go far.
Let me piggyback off what he said. Competition is great because it's no different than a ball player wanting to be better. He going one-on-one against somebody. Because when I tell you I was coming for all they nicks, not in I hate them, but it was like, I want to be better, so I'm going to train. Because they can tell you. Like, at one time, they didn't even have to tell me to go to the church. I was there for 8 to 10 hours, literally, in real life. And also, like he said, be able to listen, develop your own sound. Like, you can glean from a lot of people, but at some point, you got to know your own sound. You know what I mean?
I want to be able to walk up to a venue and be like, oh,
With your
I
eyes
know who that is.
With your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Trey
Good
just really
God.
did that. Played at the service.
Oh, it sure did. I called him. I called him. It was something else I was gonna say. Listen, literally. Oh, you do not want to be the best person in your circle. Literally, if you are the best person or the biggest fish in your little pond or whatever, it ain't gonna work for you. Cause where's the room to grow? Who's pushing you? So always keep your OG or several people around you that's gonna tell you, hey Trey, that ain't good enough. Hey Trey, you was 5 minutes late. We can't do that. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be the best person because I'm still learning. You know what I mean? From them, from other people. And some people are younger than me. Age don't mean nothing. Literally, they can agree. Age don't mean nothing. We can learn something from a child if we listen long enough. But don't be the best person in your circle. Go ahead, Joe.
One word. Character.
Yeah.
Man.
Your character
Yes, sir.
gonna take you further than your skills, your talent,
Yes, sir.
anything, and that's something I tell kids that I talk to a lot, like, man, I don't care how good you is, if your character not in place, you won't be able to go nowhere. And my motivation to them be telling like, man, look, I ain't the best drummer in the world, but I can be accountable because of my character.
For sure.
So people know
They
I'm going
trust
to be
you.
on time.
They trust you.
I'm going to know my material.
Yep.
I'm going to play my material. I'm not going to get in my feelings about being critiqued, and like I said, that allowed me to move and have a decent career that I'm proud of playing drums.
Sir. Different mindset, man.
sure.
It's a different mindset.
No, and you can't put the money before your name. What I mean is, I charge what I charge now, but y'all don't see y'all didn't see these dudes on me at 12 to 16. You know what I'm saying? Like at 16 years old, I know guys that are like right now trying to charge as if they built this massive resume or they put the work in. You know what I mean? Because it's not about really the names that you play for. It's the body of work. You know, the longevity. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta.
But if your name right,
your brand,
the money will come. Folks will pay you.
But that
your
comes
brand.
from them wanting to work with you
There
and
you
your
go.
character, your
That's
professionalism.
all under your name.
Protect your brand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this because it got something to do with what he just said. Be your own person.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people see
Yeah.
what the next man
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Well, you don't know what this man did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Full time.
Man,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Full time, a musician of any whatever is not for everybody.
Yeah.
I will say that loud and proud. I've been full time for 10 plus years now, and it's not easy. You don't know when you're gonna get that call because sometimes I'm on the road a whole lot. I can go 6 months without hitting for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's scary. So one of my biggest keys, and I'm gonna get back to Marcus, multiple streams of income. I've been about that for 10 plus years. When COVID shut the churches down, there were so many musicians that didn't have no other way of making money. And that sucked. And the churches wasn't paying.
Right.
I appreciate the church I play for, Living Water, because they still figured out a way to pay us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's two of the 4 people on staff. That's the only thing we do is music. You know what I mean? So you never want to put yourself in a position that you're dependent on a church for a paycheck solely. Because another type of COVID can come, and then what? Especially if you got a family, how you gonna provide?
You over
So
with.
multiple streams of income. Learn how to do something else, even if it's music related. Learn how to teach. Learn how to record or something. Like you can still do what you love under the umbrella of music, but don't let playing at a church be your sole income. I'm sorry, Marcus. Go ahead.
Nah, that was it, man. Just don't watch what you see the next man do. Like you see Trey living. Oh, he's doing this. He's playing with James Fortune. This, that, or whatever case may be. That ain't your. That may not be your destiny.
No. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's journey is
So
different.
Go get a job, a real job. If you got
Job
to.
is job.
and some people will be able to do I'm not saying that I'm against it or it's so hard that you shouldn't try. If that's what you call to do that. But what I'm saying is don't live vicariously through somebody else thinking, oh, if he did it, I can do it. Man, it ain't what it look like. I promise y'all. You know what I'm saying? Self-employment, period, is not the easiest thing. When you work for somebody else, you know every 2 weeks or once a month. If you go to work, you'll get something in return. I have to make myself get up, go teach. Make myself get up, go to rehearsal. Make myself get up and learn these 20 songs for this or that. Like, bro, it's I love it, and the reason I'm still doing well is because I still love it. You know what I mean? My plan is to retire at a certain age really soon from playing at church, because I'm putting myself and my family in a position where I don't have to go to a church. Because if y'all think about it, y'all been playing 30-some years. I've been playing for 20 years. So for the last 20 years, I've been going to somebody's church every Sunday to work. I can't tell you the last time on a Sunday I've been able to go in somebody's church, sit in the front or the back, and just chill and enjoy service.
I have. I've done it.
I have not been able to do that in 20 years.
I've done it.
Thank the Lord for the work, but we still humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we need to be fed at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Right.
But I felt good about mine, though. I really did. I didn't. It wasn't a problem. It wasn't a burden.
Yeah.
It was just okay.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what you asked us earlier about. Was it a job? And, you know, me not playing at a church.
Yeah.
It was fine. I was okay with it. You know.
Yeah, bro.
I love the fact of not having to play at church.
Yeah.
I love it.
The freedom.
Yeah. The last church I played for, I gave it to my nephew.
Yeah. For sure.
When I can't go, I'm calling him. He the first one that call. Look, ex Joe.
I've called all y'all to fill in for me at some point, but it's just 20 years. If you think about 20 years being on any job and not getting a break, it's like, man, that's a long time.
Real long.
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
Man,
Long. And I can only speak for myself. I feel such I have a heart of, and y'all know this, being accountable. Like I'm a leader. Like I don't want Joe to hire me. He the minister of music at his church, and I feel like if I miss a Wednesday or Sunday, I'm letting Joe down. which it really ain't that in Joe mind. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So I literally, I can't tell you, vacation, missing a Sunday of church. Like I just ain't did that because even if when I worked at a 9 to 5, I didn't miss, sick and all. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know, even after my first and second surgery, I was going back to the church I was playing at the time with staples in my head with a beanie on because I didn't want to miss. Because hey, this a team. I'm a sacrifice. Yeah. Man, you got to look out for yourself sometimes. Real talk. The thing I've learned in my 30s, bro, you have to make time for yourself and your family.
Man.
Because once I get up out of here, hopefully it's a long time from now. Once I get up out of here, what memories am I going to have with my kids? You know what I'm saying? All they going to think about, Daddy worked all the time. That ain't what life is about. Life ain't just about work, and not making no memories. No, it's more important stuff than that. So you work to have some kind of space to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? What you got, Joe?
Man,
And we done went into a whole nother scene.
I mean, but guess what? It's needed.
Yeah.
It's
No,
needed.
100%.
Because this the real side of everything. You know, all bull crap aside. So I remember a particular gig where I was MDing, and I hired Trey to play drums. And man, I'm talking about the whole ride home. He was like, "Bro, how I do?" I'm like, "Dude, shut up. You handle business. We took care of business.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying, man? Look, the job done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I never had man, Trey, come on, we gotta practice. I sent him the songs. I knew he was gonna have it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like he just said, you have to take time for yourself.
Yeah. Balance.
You know, and it's been many times like, man, if I have gigs, driving distance, man, I put my kids in my truck.
Yeah,
We buy some DVDs.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy going down here to work.
Bro.
But
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Y'all finna get to see why Daddy love being on the road.
Yep.
Because everything for me is free because I'm an artist. And guess what? Since y'all with me, y'all get everything. Y'all get to eat for free. Y'all get to enjoy the fun, all this stuff for free.
Sure.
So like it was good taking my kids on the road, man. It was good letting my kids stand on the stage and just look and be like, Daddy, you ain't scared to go play in front of all these people?
Yeah, man.
This what I do.
That's a feeling there, bro.
You know, man,
That's
but
a feeling. Yeah.
and I mean, I pride myself on being my kids' best friend in every situation. I'm their biggest supporter. My son playing baseball, I'm the biggest one out there. Hey, you know, my daughter, if she dancing, I'm dancing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure,
I'm not that dude gonna say, man, you know, I don't do that.
Man, please.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Please.
you gotta become a man so your kids will know what they need to look for to. The girls need to know a role model
for sure.
and what they need to be looking for.
Do for your kids.
Your son need to know how he's supposed to treat a woman and stuff like that too. So you know, like man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work in what we do.
Man.
The careers that we have,
Yeah.
it's a lot of work, and it's a lot, man. I'm gonna tell you, the worst thing is the tours. People think touring is all fun.
Yeah.
Man, you come back off tour, man, you be 20, 30 pounds heavier.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
sure.
your
Like
sleep
I ain't
pattern
there.
messed up, and it actually messed with your health.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
so
fast paced.
you have to balance. You know what I'm saying? It's not just party. People don't understand that part of the
It's
job.
work. It's
You know,
work.
but hey, man, I love it. I love what I do. I love these guys.
Yeah. Love you
Shut
too,
up
bro.
now.
Hey, man.
No, and don't play with them taxes either. Bro. Self-employed, musicians, traveling, like you can write off your phone bill because you can write off your subscriptions, your Apple Music, your Spotify's. You can write off. You take your stuff to the cleaners. Drumsticks. Y'all help me out if I miss something. Drums. Anything that you use.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Literally, you can write your vehicle, your gas.
Yeah.
Write it off, y'all, because I promise you, you might not think you're making a lot of money. You might not be making a lot of money now, but that stuff add up every year that is not accounted for.
Everything.
And they gonna come back and get that. They gonna come back and get that. So make sure that you handling the business, because everybody want to be this businessman, but the real businessman handle that IRS stuff, because that is so serious. I don't play with them at all. You just want to say something, KD? Somebody was
Have y'all guys had a appreciation program?
I haven't.
I had one.
I don't.
One.
I had one when I was 16.
I had one.
I
when
had
was
one
like
with a
15.
group.
Yeah, I
at
was
Pine
a
Grove,
group, yeah.
musician appreciation.
I'm lying. I had one at a church I played at when I was 12. Then I had another one with a choir that I played with.
Man,
I don't think I've had one since
I
then.
think I had a. I'm like KD.
had one
Me
as
and
a
Gilbert
group,
had
yeah.
one
Yeah.
when I was with playing.
How y'all
LCC.
feel about that though?
Man, it's
Not having one. I told you. How you feel about it?
one way you feel sometimes unappreciated because you already getting paid less.
Yeah, for sure.
For real.
And then everybody else probably getting appreciation.
Man,
too.
what?
Yeah, for sure.
You're already getting paid less. So year after year, but with time, it's like, well, okay.
Yeah. What about you, Mark?
I had one, but it wasn't. I don't think it was for a church. It was just simply for doing what I do
Yeah,
as far
yeah.
as
Just love. Yeah.
promoting different gospel concerts and stuff.
I was talking about the church.
What about
Oh,
you,
well,
Kevin?
no, I don't think I ever
Yeah, I had one
one.
with a group back when I was at Pine Grove, but it wasn't specifically for me. But at some point you be like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What
Exactly.
you feel? How you feel about that, Joe? 30 years of
I
playing,
had-
you had one
but I'm saying, okay, so I had like 2 or 3,
in 30 years.
right, as a group, you know what I'm saying, with other
Other
musicians at the
Mm,
church.
mm.
But the only one I had by myself was because of your uncle, because of Tyrone
Wow.
at Peter Rock. And he told everybody, he was like, nope, I'm not going to be a part of his program. This is strictly
It's
for
for
Joe.
him. Yeah, that's
Every
for
dollar
real.
that's raised,
Mhm.
it's
That's
all
dope.
going to him.
Yeah.
You know, that's
crazy.
the only one I had,
Yeah.
But other than that, when people ask me, well, how you feel appreciated, this and that, I don't care where I played at and in this career, I never got excited about where I was going. I never got excited about who I was playing with. The only time I got excited is when I seen the drums.
Yeah.
So that's the love.
Yeah.
I'm 41 years old, and I mean, like, I still can't think of a day. I still can't think of a day. I ain't pick my sticks up. I pick my sticks up every day, still to this day.
you do realize, without having it, that's the reason why we charge the way we charge.
That's right.
Because you got to kind of make up for it.
Yeah.
My whole thing about appreciation programs, I don't care for them. I don't want the attention. I don't want to go sit on the front row with a flower on my jacket.
I'm not doing that. No.
Not to sound ugly or anything, but just give me some extra, and I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got to come get no speech like we at no funeral. I am straight.
Make me feel appreciated
like,
that way on
I'm
Sunday.
cool.
Sunday
you wanna
morning.
appreciate me?
Yeah, man.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate what you're
We
doing.
gonna put
Because
these
at the end of the
rays
day, people that work for Chase or work at the mill, they don't have appreciation programs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They go do their job. You might get a bonus for whatever, but you got to do something to get that. So I just look at it, as work. And what Joe was saying about getting excited, I think when I did something when I was 18, I went and played for somebody, and I think everybody in the city was so much more excited and elated than I was. And I think my mindset even then when I was in high school was, these people are my peers, and I'm supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? So every artist I played for, I haven't disrespected them, but I didn't fan out.
I remember that. I
Right,
remember, and I
right.
know exactly who you're talking about. And I remember when you called me and said something about it, and I told you too, where I said, "Bro, go do your work."
Yeah, that's
Go
all
ahead.
it was.
Go handle your
It
business.
don't matter what their network is, how many followers they have. I treat everybody the same. I went a couple of weeks ago, did 2 spot dates with somebody that is doing well. One of the top gospel artists. We in the same room. What's up, bro? What's up? Boom, boom, boom. Like, we sitting here talking. That's all it was. Because I feel like, and I know, I belong in this room too.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So once you secure with who you are, you know who you are, you ain't moved by no name or no amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like can't nobody throw. KD can book me for the 1st of August for $75, and Joe be like, "Man, how much KD? Because I need you over here on August 1st." Joe can offer me 7 times that amount of money, and I guarantee you 100% of the time, I'm gonna say no. I gave KD my word.
Right.
And that's what I stood on from the beginning. Like, money ain't gonna move me, and the name not gonna move. It can be a bigger artist. It can be a bigger opportunity. Cool. But if I give somebody my word, that's what I'm rocking with. And then it'll come back around, because to the weird person, they'll be like, "Man, you missed the opportunity." No, I didn't. It's gonna come back around. It's gonna be even bigger the next time.
Man, speaking of that, Chevy's Rose and Sonya Rope, I get excited about watching them.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like for
They're
real,
two of my favorites.
Like,
and they
like,
on the list to be interviewed for sure.
Seriously,
Chevis Ross
man.
and Isonya
That's
Robo
why
are
the
two.
top 5 shouldn't have been.
Man,
top 5
look at
should
here.
have been top 10, 15.
Look at here.
Bro, I'm gonna
When
give them their flowers.
When
Chevis and Isonya, you talking about different planet? You talking about counting independent?
Man.
Shout out to y'all. Y'all know how I feel.
I knew young Chevy's.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about.
Fresh
you
out
talking
Gremlin Band.
Man, you talking about intimidation?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's the first time I ever.
That's how I
First and
was,
only time I got intimidated.
That's how I was with Sorrento when I was 13, and Sorrento was still playing ball. So not only was
Sorrento
the
was
drum,
big.
no, he came in there like short, but
dude was
he was,
wide, boy.
and then he
Like
played
a
the
lot.
drum so aggressively, and I'm like,
Man.
I'm 12, 13 years old, like,
Sorrento,
bro, what are you
had a
doing?
confidence in this
Man.
world.
Sorrento put on a lot of our mind.
For sure.
And like,
No,
when
he
I first
he
met
pushed me.
Sorrento,
Yeah,
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
yeah.
But I was also like, I need that.
Yeah.
That was me.
Nah,
I was just like,
it
I
didn't
need
stay
that,
with you
On
man.
your mind, bro.
Like,
But the thing about
boy.
being raised around dogs, like everybody's a pit bull, you can't turn into a poodle.
Can't,
So
man.
either you gonna growl harder and be stronger,
Yeah.
or you gonna get left. So being
can't
around
show
everybody was better than me. Literally everybody. It was not an even playing field. Everybody was better than me. So I'm going to a situation where all these dudes are great. Either I was gonna choose to be a punk, or I was gonna step up, and I just chose the latter.
Man,
Just literally.
Man,
Just
when y'all think about this situation, Sorrento, us, and everything, Michael Jackson created players.
No.
He
did.
Real talk, man.
Even
Yeah,
before he
Michael Jackson
passed,
created-
we had a
yes.
conversation. I was right there in the driveway for like 2 hours. He was sick. This was like towards the latter part of his life, and I told him thank you, literally for everything, because he's taught me so much. But then I literally sat in my truck and said, bro, everybody that's connected is some kind of way run through you, and you know what I'm saying. And everybody that's like went pro or did well, had a decent career, you played some kind of part in it, and that's crazy. He had his hands on all of us in some type of way.
Mike always have told me as a player, because I and Joe said it earlier, I don't put myself up there because I don't feel like I'm there, but I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to play in front of nobody. But Mike had always told me, he said, man, I asked him, I said, man, what as a player do I need to do to be good enough to play around these people? He said, Marcus, he said, the only thing you can have to do is play and be yourself.
Be yourself. It's only
And
one
like,
you.
so he said it's only one you, and can't nobody beat you being you.
For sure.
You can't beat Sorrento being Sorrento,
No.
Derrick being
No.
Derrick.
Yeah, for sure.
You can only be you, and they can't beat you being you.
For sure.
So I always have taken it and ran with it from
That's
there
still
on.
true to this day.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this.
Big facts.
And we literally about to close it down. What is the difference? What is that fine line between being because we all know as sports fanatics, as musicians, because they kind of the same in a sense. You know what I mean? You have to have this sense of pride, this sense of aggressiveness, but this sense of not cockiness, but you gotta believe in yourself. What's the line, that fine line between being cocky and arrogant, as they say in the church, or just being confident? What's the fine line between the two? Because you gotta have confidence. I don't feel like if you don't have confidence in what you do, I honestly don't feel like you succeed. And I might be wrong, but that's just my opinion. I don't feel like the best artists, the best football players, basketball players, I feel like all of them have this sense of confidence that they feel like they are the best, or they are really, so what's the line between, he's confident, no, he really a butthole, he's arrogant. You know what I mean? What's the line?
That probably piggyback off what Joe said, saying, I stay ready and I never have to get ready. But something you told me a long time ago, when I told you something a long time ago, when you first jumped out there, you was like, man, I'm getting to play for, I can't remember the artist, but you like, I got to separate being a fan and a peer. And I was like, man, you supposed to be here. He said, yeah, I can see that. But I'll tell you one thing, though. I ain't going to be the leakest rink in the room.
Oh, yeah. I
The
still
weakest
live
link
by
in
that.
the-
I
weakest
still
link
live
in
by
the room.
that.
So I said that to say, if you always prepare for everything, know your limits, what LP said earlier, if you know your limits and you confident in what you can do, and whenever you make your presence, whatever you put out there shouldn't be the first time you have put that phrase or that sound out there. You should have already been done that. And if you know that, I mean, the rest just take care of itself. I mean, it ain't about, being confident, cocky. It's just knowing what you can do and, groove within that. Back on what LP said, make sure everybody's all right.
Yeah.
If it fit, if it don't, it don't. And if you've already put in the work behind scenes, I mean, it really don't matter.
Right. And people know who you are in real life.
Yeah.
That matter because they know your character.
You know what I'm arrogant about? I got the best sound snare in Monroe.
All right, y'all. It's been a great episode of the Playback
Hey, Trey.
Podcast. Again,
Trey.
these are my brothers. This is family.
Trey.
It's Derrick Hill,
The
Marcus
The
England,
who?
Kevin Dow.
Did he just?
Joe.
Sound and snare.
Did he
I
just say
absolutely,
this?
I absolutely love these
The best
guys.
sounding snare record go to Pee
Derrick
Wee
Hill.
Wheeler and Mandel.
Derrick Hill.
Piccolos.
Derrick.
Still though.
Derrick Hill.
Look,
This the only reason. This the only reason he say this because
Mandel snare.
my
Mandel can take a little wig.
Oh,
my custom.
hold on.
My
hold on.
my custom.
One argument we gonna put.
My Yamaha.
Hold on,
Don't
my
do
phone
it.
ringing.
I already know what he going.
We've been having this argument for 15, 20 years, literally since I was a child. They say, I don't know if KD said it, but these two for sure, and some other our fellow brothers in the drum community, say that I played the hardest, period. And they say that because I've broken bass drums and all that kind of stuff. But that's after I play for them. Y'all in the comments or whatever, out of everybody up here, plus Terrence Smith, plus who I'm missing.
Sorrento played the hardest out of anybody.
Nah, I don't think so.
You play the hardest though, Trey.
I'm gonna say the tag wise, Trey is like.
Trey.
His aggression is
It don't tone down a little bit since the dreads got cut off, but this dude. The thing about you,
Thank you, Trey.
in all
Thank
seriousness
you for
though,
bringing this up.
the thing about this dude in all seriousness, it is not about him playing the hardest. It's just him knowing how to, transfer high intensity without getting tired for a long period of time.
I'm gonna say it's a very close line between him and Terrence Smith.
Terrence Smith ain't
for
got
as
nothing
for
on
as
him, though.
for what? For as
No,
what?
we
You talking about the
all right, so we talking about
the aggressive?
Yeah, we
Being
talking
aggressive?
about hitting the drum. That's it.
Actually,
Playing the
the
drum.
attack of hitting the snare
And the bass
kick,
drum. Yeah.
anything.
Because they both lie and say it's me.
It's,
And
I had to buy Joe. I bought
Cause
Joe a
like
bass head
real
last year.
loud, but
I mean-
he there.
Oh,
know?
for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
David
I'm
Oliver
in-
said
I'm
this
in-
the other
I'm in
night
between him
at
and
a gig.
Him and Terrence Smith.
Yeah.
As far as the
At a
attack.
gig the other night, David Oliver said he was like, "Hey Joe, like you stomping the piss."
Oh
out
no,
the
for
bass
sure,
drum."
for sure.
I'm like, "Hey, don't do that," because.
But this argument could easily be done because my question is to y'all: who taught me to play that way? Exactly. Literally.
It couldn't have been me.
You hit the snare drum like this.
It couldn't have been me.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to again like teaching a child. Hey, you throw a football like this.
It had to be
No,
somebody.
no.
The cool part about it is that it came out that it's you.
No, we still ain't. No, we
Who taught you that way?
He say
Who taught you that
Uh-huh,
way?
you
Who taught
get
that
it.
way?
You got him.
Who
No,
taught
no,
you that
no.
way?
No, you didn't answer your own
Who
question.
taught you that way? Who
You
still
didn't
hits
answer your own
hard?
question.
Hey,
No.
hey, who still hits hard?
Oh, to this day. Literally.
Let's get
Literally.
the owl.
No,
the owl.
we record
Woo.
and peeking drums.
Your feet
and
don't
all
fit
that.
no limbs.
But no,
I don't hit hard enough.
no, y'all let me know.
Man.
So they saying it's
It's
out
just
of.
my snare.
they
is
said
like
it's out of
too
10.
much
Weak.
perfection.
That snare is weak.
I am the snare
Weak.
tuner
Weak.
in Monroe, Louisiana.
You-
Come on. Arrogant right now. Me.
Hey, I'm not
You
gonna
done
even
open
get
up a
to
can
y'all.
of.
Literally.
You done
this
open up a
argument-
can.
Derrick Hill is like a far third.
Well, who's second then?
Drop the mic.
My other snare.
All right, y'all. It's been the Playback Podcast. We appreciate it. We'll see y'all on the next one.